My average day as a child, I would wake up in the morning and I would smell coffee for certain and hear the humming of a sewing machine. My grandmother was a seamstress, and every morning I would hear her sewing. So there was a common sound that I always heard. I knew I was going to smell coffee, possibly oatmeal. On a good morning, it would be pancakes, but definitely I would hear that Singer sewing machine. My mother worked two jobs, and we lived with my grandmother. And I had a lot of time with my grandmother. My grandmother was in her 60s when I came along, so she was well retired when I came about. Well, we had our times together where I would spend time with her and I would sit next to her and just talk to her about different things. And then sometimes I would ask her, "Hey, Granny, can I go outside?" And she was like, "Who are you going outside with?" I don't like her, she's fast. "Where are you going?" That's too far. I don't think you should go there. So when I was younger, it was restricting and I hated it because it seemed like my friends had all this liberty and they could run down the block and they could go down to the St. Louis Arch if they wanted to, but no, I had to stand in front of the house and I couldn't even go on the side of the house because it was close to the alley. But I had learned to appreciate the times that I had sitting next to her under this sewing machine. She had a footstool and I sat on it and I would just sit there and we would talk. And we would talk about a variation of things, like she would say, "Well, I was born in Osceola, Arkansas, but yeah, I was raised in Poplar Bluff because my father would steal horses to provide for all 18 of us, so we had to bail. We couldn't stay in Arkansas no more, so I was raised in Poplar Bluff. And yeah, your mom is crazy and your granddaddy is lazy, and only fast girls play catch a girl, get a girl, so don't play that. That ain't the direction you want to take your life in." And she would always be a nurturing grandmother, and she would reprimand me, and she'd say, because she was a sanctified woman, and from what, when I was a child, it was called a holy roller. So she always wore dresses, and if she had her pants, best believe she was going fishing. And she believed in Jesus, she believed in the Holy Ghost, she believed in prayer and all that. But when it came down to keeping me close, she didn't say, "Well, God will protect you." No, Granny will protect you. You stay right here. And she basically taught me so much that even when I got older, and I would be like, "Hey, Mom, I think that I'm going to," because I called her mother, not that my mother was absent, but I called her Mom because she was motherly. And I would say, "Remember you didn't let me go out and outside," and every time I would ask you, "Hey, can I go over to my friend's house?" She's like, "We don't know those people. No, you cannot go over their house." And when I got older, she passed away in 2004. And when she passed, I felt like I lacked nothing. I thought that everything that my grandmother could possibly give me, she gave it to me and more. So now that I have a 15-year-old, she said, "Hey, Mom, I got this friend, and she is the bomb. We do makeup together at school, and we do each other hair at school, and I want to go over her house. I want to spend time with her. I just want to sit and use a curling iron and do little different designs in her hair. Can I go over her house, Mom?" I say, "We don't know them people." Thank you.